Okay, we're going to be working on part 2 of our Photo Story 3 Windows project that we started. Now, this is assuming that you've already finished steps 1 through 19 and you've seen part 1 of this video segment. We're going to start with step 20. We're going to open our project that we saved last time. So we need to go down here to the Windows icon and click on it. And then we're going to scroll through the menu items till we get to Photo Story 3 for Windows. When we get there, we want to click that open. Now we're going to edit the project we saved. So you want to click Edit a Project. And then go to Next. When you click that, it opens your files. Now I saved mine in the Videos folder. So it went right there. I can check and see it says Videos. And this is the one that I want to work on editing. So I'm going to click it and click Open, and it's going ahead and open my project. Alright, so here's my project. I've already imported all the pictures that I wanted to use. So I have 13 slides altogether. Now I'm going to go ahead and add words to each one of my slides. I'm going to show you how to do that today. So we are going to go to Next. And now it brings us to this screen that says add a title to your pictures. I want to type a title here for my first slide. This is where I would type my title. Okay, so here's font items here, so you can choose the font that you want to use. Okay, I kind of like a dark one because it's hard to see sometimes on the pictures. And I think I'll pick bold and go to OK. And oh, and you noticed I also had a color choice here. I had picked yellow because it looked the best on the background of the picture. And then I'm going to go ahead and type my title, All About the Basilisk Lizard. Basilisk has an S and not a C. So that is my first title. And you might want to experiment some with the color choices to see which one's going to be the best one to show up. Here's another thing that you can investigate and play around with, and that's the effects on the photos. So you can click here and you can change how the photos look. So you can edit that and decide what you like and what you don't like. I had diffuse glow on mine. This is another setting that you can check out. These right here will align your text, so you can either put it to the left side or the right side or in the middle. You can put it towards the top, middle, or bottom. And actually, I think I like it better on the top for this one. Now, when I'm done with this slide, I'm going to go to this arrow right here. See where it says Next Picture when I touch it? And then I'm going to do the same thing. You can see I've already done my slides. I've added the words I want to put on the slide. I put they live in Central America, and it shows up right here. I didn't put an effect on this picture. I wanted to leave it just plain. And then I'm just going through, and you can see I've already typed out what I want to say for each one. And what I did is I just used the information on my slideshow draft that I made in Google Drive, and I just typed that out. I did it for all the slides except for this one, Habitat, because it already had a definition on it, so I left that one alone. Now, once you've added words to all your slides, and you can check through just by clicking and go back and see if you missed one. After you've done that, you're going to go to Next. Now this is kind of a fun one here because now we get to narrate our pictures. You see where it says narrate your pictures and customize motion. So if you want to customize the motion, that just means how do the pictures look when they flip through the slides. You can click here and it has a duration time. You can pick how many seconds you want it to go. If you want a transition in between each one, you can add transitions. I think I will try this circle one right here. And then if you want to see what it looks like, you can just press preview. And it takes a second and it shows what it looks like. All right, so I'm going to close that and I'm going to close that. I decided I don't really like that transition, so I'm going to say no, I don't want to make any changes to that. Now here is where I made my recording. So I typed out what I was going to say right here, but since I have it typed on the slide, I could also just read it off the slide. It's important to know what you're going to say before you press the record button. If you record it and you decide you don't like how it sounds, then this is the undo or the delete narration. So I'm going to click that, and it's deleted my narration, so it doesn't have recording right now. And I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to press the record button, and then I'm going to read what I want to say. All about the basilisk lizard. Then you notice I pressed stop, so that was a 3-second recording. And then if I want to hear how it sounds, I press preview. All about the basilisk lizard. And it shows what you said. And all you have to do, remember this is the arrow that gets you to each slide. So you're going to narrate each slide. You can see here I did not type anything out, I just went with reading what was on my slide. You go through each slide and you do your recording, you do your voice. You can check it, you can make sure it sounds okay, that you can hear it. You need to make sure you're talking loud enough that the microphone on the computer picks you up. Now once you finish recording your voice for all of the pictures, you can go to next. Now this is kind of a fun part right here where you can add music to your slideshow. Now I don't have any music saved on my computer, so I can't use select music. I don't have anything to upload. But they do give you a create music option. So I can click on create music. And when I do that, there's different kinds of choices that I can pick. And it gives you different styles. So you can pick one of these. Oh, I think I had that one. I think I had harpsichord. I had sentimental, and you can preview these. You can play them to see how they sound. So I'm going to press play. And you can hear the music in the background. And then I'm going to press stop. And if I decide I don't like that, I can choose something else and try that out. Then I'm going to go to OK. This is something very important I wanted to point out to you, is the volume button for the music. I think when it starts, it's up here kind of in the middle or even towards the high. You have to be careful of that, because if the music's too loud, then you cannot hear your voice. And it's important for people to hear what you're saying about your slides. So I had turned my volume pretty low. Not all the way. If you put it all the way over here, you can't hear it at all. But if you put it close to the end, then you can hear the music in the background but still hear your voice. Now once you have done your create music and chosen what slides you like to have them on, then you go to next. And this is the final part of this segment here, is you go to save project. And remember, it's probably just going to go right back to your videos button. I'm going to go save. And it wants to know if I want to replace the one I have. I'm going to say yes, because I've made some changes to it. So yes, and it saves it onto my computer. And then I can go ahead and click next. And it's going to go ahead and process my video. Now this part may take a few minutes. So we're going to let that process. And I'm going to go ahead and end this segment of today's project. We'll finish the last segment upon our return to class. Once this is finished, then you can watch the slideshow and preview it and see how it is. Now since I already have mine saved, I'm just going to let that run. And I'm going to open the one I made so you can kind of see what it looks like. Well, maybe I won't. It won't let me right now. So we'll let that run through. Now it may take a little bit of time the first time you download it onto your computer, because it is adding all the voice, all the stuff that we have. I'm just going to let it run through so you can see what it looks like when it's finished. Okay, so here's where we can view our story. So we click that, now it's playing in the movie viewer.
All about the basilisk lizard.
And if you want to see it large, you can open it up big.
They live in Central America. Plant material insects from small rooters.
So then you get to view your slideshow and what you created. I'm going to go ahead and close that out, and I'm going to go ahead and close that. And we're done with this part for today.